Yeah, I'm not disputing any of that. I mean, you can look at it that way, and I read the contract, and before I drafted the email to you, I wanted it, I want you to have some view on the situation, because it's very easy for me to sit here and say, no, we're not going to go with that contract, because I don't think it's, I personally don't think it's commercially viable. Yeah, and I think your time, I think your time is better spent chipping away elsewhere. However, we are in different circumstances at the moment. So the other way of looking at it is, okay, we are aware of what the risks are. We recognise this is not something that we're probably going to want to do long term. So do we want to potentially give it a go and then see whether we like it? If not, then we'll just come off contract and we'll stop supplying them. Now the problem you've got with that option is, if you were successful with them, but let's say for example, they were taking the workers, you were getting fed up, margins, audits, all the compliance, etc., etc., and we decide to come off contract, they can then contractually, they can then take every single worker that we have got in there, and we can't charge them any transfer fees for that. Use it as a stepping stone, yeah. Now, but that's why I'm saying I would suggest that we don't make a decision today. We've only got paperwork through this week. I would ask the questions that we need to ask of him, and then we might have a little bit more information to make an informed decision about what we're going to do. So the questions are, can you talk me through these three clauses? Yeah. Ask. The other one is to ask him. Sorry. Well, what I would do is, rather than, again, let's word it in a slightly different way. So I would say to him, because this will also demonstrate that you've read and understood the contract if you ask it in this way. We recognise that there can't be any guarantee of business under this contract, but what we are hoping to get an understanding of is, on average, how many hours a week or a month are being put out to the supplying agencies.
Assume all contacts are
hostile.
hostile.
Even if he can come back and say, on average, there's 2,000 hours a week across all the services, we can commercially sit down and say, okay, we can make a maximum of, £5 grand a week or £2 grand a week from this client. It's going to cost us this much money to run it and do it. Do we want, is it commercially viable? Is this something, are we going to get a return on our investment? We're going to make 45, 50 quid a week per candidate on timesheet. Potentially they can take those candidates after 13 weeks. So for 750 quid per candidate, basically what we're paying, we're happy to supply under. But if there's lots of volume, we might decide that's worth doing, because actually the volume makes it worthwhile. But if it's only a handful, then it's probably not worth doing, because we probably won't get a return on our investment. So he won't give you specifics, I know that for a fact, and I would imagine his default answer will be, we can't guarantee you any business under this contract. But if you twist the wording to say, you know, we recognise that there's no guarantee of business, can you give me an indication of how many hours on average each week are being invoiced out to your supplying agencies to give me an idea of the kind of volume that is potentially available?
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Yeah.
Enemy care package above.
Well, that's not... What was sent to you? What is it? But I'm not understanding what they sent you. What they might have sent you is all of the orders, but they might be going out to repeat the candidates and so, you know, there might be a named order for a candidate from a specific, but it is an order, exactly, it's an order, but actually it's not really an order because it's already been named. I mean, I'm on Influencer right now, and the only vacancies on there is admin or qualified social work. There's a new one that's just come out.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
And that's... Yeah, and you don't need to because we can, as I say, we can access it from our side. So, you know, there's no point paying them when we've already got access to it. Yeah, so there's one on there, that's a named order. Let me just have another look. These are all QSW positions. That is London, Brent, QSW, child protection.
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Proximity mine has been destroyed.
I mean, I'm going back to January now, and that's the only one for Bedfordshire. So yeah, send me what they've sent you, because that'll be interesting to see. So just
Victory's close. Make the CIA proud.
no, because what I think we'll do is what I'm trying to do is to get it set up as a second location under 1090, but I can't do that until we've done
Hostile attack helicopter inbound. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Because that
Multiple hostile spy planes detected.
Before we go through accreditation, we are already accredited. And what
Time's against us. Bring this home.
Set it up as a separate branch that sits under the 1090 group. And then what we can do is we can get them to filter the bookings. So bookings for certain areas go to that branch and bookings for go to that one. So that's the plan that we'll do with the vendors so that we can bypass the accreditation
Enemy care package above.
definitely. So one of the so the other question as well is yeah, it's about the payment. So there's two ones, and then slightly changing the wording on asking him about the volume so that we can try and get a better idea. And then what we'll do is once you've then got that information, then we'll make a decision on whether we're going to try it or not. I'm going to be fairly tied up for the rest of today and probably most of Monday morning because I've got some deadlines that have got to be met legally. But
Okay.
yeah, well, this is it, and the thing is, I read these contracts day in, day out, and that's what I do across the business, so I know which clauses to look at, and I've seen most of these contracts many times over the years for the exact same clients with the same vendors, so I'm very familiar with them, and I, as I said, I knew they wouldn't have taken the clauses out because I know how they run their contracts and run their business, but it's good for you to go through it because it's a good learning curve for you then, and obviously these types of conversations that we're having, hopefully you'll start seeing how I look at things so that you can then sort of start looking and thinking, okay, actually, do I know this? I mean, you're asking all the right questions of them anyway. But what we want to try and do is we want to try and get some kind of real hard focus, because there's some clients that I can give you to tap into that you may be able to get something from that are not vendor related. But what I was going to say to you was that I'm more available from Monday afternoon because my last deadline is Monday lunchtime. No, they won't because there's a PSL, there's a shoot PSL in place, yeah.
Team deathmatch. Weapons free. You are clear to engage.
No, they wouldn't. The way that we, and this is why I was saying that it would be useful to have a separate conversation with you about clients because there's a very easy way that we can get around it and enable you to supply, but without it looking like it's off contract supply. So basically, we would just do all the invoicing through 1090, and then we would just allocate the money over to your revenue. But we need to sell it in a particular way to the services and to the clients. So that's a separate conversation next week. Because I want to put together a listing of some of the clients that we were focusing on that I think you might be able to get some quicker wins from. So bang those questions over to him, and just say to him that if you're available for a call, later on today or Monday to go through them, here's what I would like to have a quick chat about, and then let's see if he's got that info. I'll then give you a shout on Monday once I've got this form over, and then we can hopefully by then we'll just have the dialogue with him, we'll have the info, and then we can make a decision from there on it, and we'll tie up Shaw on Monday as well. Oh no! For how long? Well, you can send me a picture of it when you've done it. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's absolutely the right thing. Is keep your foot on the pedal now, because when things do start moving, you would have built that dialogue and report up over these weeks, and it will be a lot easier. So keep going, you're absolutely doing the right thing. But it is going to come. I know it's I can see the market's turning already. But yeah, just keep going. And next week I'll have some more names for you that you can tap into, and hopefully get some quicker wins if you like from them. Yeah. Yeah, but read are not the quickest. Like I said, unless they are keen to get someone on board because they're struggling, they don't tend to, push things through. So we can pick up on all of those and just sort of maybe put a little bit more of a firmer strategy into place. Have a look at some of these private clients where I think, you might get some good wins. You get higher margins.
2 more players. Please, 2 more players. That's my dream come.
Yeah.
Game technically 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, well, it's just about giving, but I mean, we can just come up with other ways for you to overcome those barriers. There's loads of comebacks you can give to things like that.
You big boy. You're fucking big boy.
Yeah, but you just have to twist it a bit. The fact that you are based in research, what all we need to say now is that we also have locally based candidates.
Oh no.
Team deathmatch.
Yeah.
Weapons hot. Покажите им Коськину мать.
My God, no weapon.
Yeah, but what you might want to look at is while we're trying to get some quick wins on the temporary side, is which might be so again, I'm fine if they're looking at applicants, but I would ask the question, okay, whilst you're interviewing that person, who can have get somebody in on 2 hours of introduction. If you like them, keep them on the bench. If you don't, if they're hiring, and send someone good in, they end up saying, I can do you a temp to perm deal. This is the rate per hour while they're temping. Once they've done 350 or 400 hours on timesheet, I can transfer them to you for a fee of X.
This isn't
So
working.
there's
We're
loads
behind.
of different solutions that you can try.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Get in the door.
trash, my dude.
We've taken the lead.
And I was going to say, I'm 100%
RCXD available. Spy
because
plane
you
standing
can
by.
find yourself straight away. If you pick up something, and you can't fill it because you've got no workers, you lose credibility straight away. So at the moment, I would only focus on where you know you've got candidate availability. If you have availability is only 2 days a week, don't sell unless you can fill. Not
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
because you will forever kick yourself if you get that opportunity and then you just not be available to spend down. Yeah, and you're feeling
RCXD in your AO.
Other man.
I'm frustrated.
Just 25
And you know, there's lapsed candidates on the database that we can tap into. But when I was a consultant and I was building this, I would only ever sell out.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Because and then that was marked off, and I would mark it invisible now until I got them out, and then that's the way and invariably then the client comes back to you know, correct candidate, I'm also now looking for this, and suddenly you find it starts snowballing really, really quickly. The other thing as well is that, you know, if you're trying to, for a long time, get into a client, and then you have to send a candidate, you may or may not
Care
know
package
as well,
available for
you rely on that person, and your future business potential.
Hey, Cornelia NL, kijk achter je,
Okay,
kijk achter
good.
je. Cornelia NL, kijk achter je. Hallo Cornelia NL, ik sta voor je,
You
kan je...
know this, trust me not. No, and it's the right attitude because it's first and foremost keep the client happy. If that happens to be one of their candidates, then so be it. All that does, it keeps the client happy.
Enemy
it
sentry
keeps
turret
the
detected
client
in your
with you,
AO.
and it gives you a little bit of breathing space to find your own purpose. When we speak but definitely
I don't know why.
I'm going to show you some.
It's funny.
I'll try and get it saved for you next week if I get a chance. If I don't, I'll do it with you over the phone in your back. So this is one of the candidates that you might be able to tap into. If you get any response from them on Wednesday, let me know, and then I'll give you a shout as soon as I'm free. And hope the floor goes really well. Send me a picture next time. Alright, darling.
Enemy
You
sentry
too.
turret
Take care.
detected
Speak
in your
soon.
AO.
Bye.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
What?
RCXD available. Spy plane available for damage.
The capitalists will remember this defeat.
Easy dog.
Or they'll be found.
Okay, why do I not have... Hey, konnichiwa,
Here's KIA.
Oh. I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Bye.